This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
Yeah, it's hard right now. It's tough. It sucks. You want to crawl in a hole and die. But this could be the best thing that's ever happened to you.
Justin Burke.
And we actually take better care of her than our plants.
Oh, you're talking about Susan. You're back on that?
Yeah.
And Mitchell O'Brien.
I watered all of the plants. All of them.
What up? It is the 14th of May, 2024. My name is Corey Winfield, and this is the 217 Recovery Podcast. Coming out live from the recorded North Studios, Justin Burke.
What up?
And Mitchell O'Brien.
Yo, yo.
We need a new open.
I think
Definitely.
I say that every time I play that open.
Yeah.
And I went to look for it, and I couldn't find it. To mix it all down, and I was like, oh, it's too much work.
What do you do in your spare time?
I don't even remember. What's the spare time thing?
I was just going to ask, do you even have spare time?
No. And I just milk the clock too. It's slow and steady wins the race. Because if you ever come in and see me here at work and like, oh, Corey's really just on fire today. He's zipping through the no, you're never gonna see that.
No.
Well, Corey's in a hurry. No, he's not.
Nope.
Corey's 5 minutes late to his dentist appointment.
Sounds accurate.
No, I was not late for a dentist appointment. And I wasn't late for Cat Williams. Are you guys surprised about that?
Really? You didn't? I did see pictures that you were there early.
Yeah, WPT, baby.
White people time.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we were there early because I wanted to get there early. And Marnie and I went. We had front row seats. And at first, when they went on sale, I think like $250. I don't remember. It was something that some people might think like that's pretty expensive. But for a show like that, I didn't think it was that expensive.
No.
When I saw Chris Rock tickets front row, like $3,000 to $8,000, and I'm like, oh, not seeing him.
I almost got tickets to go to Cat Williams because when you sent me the link, when you bought yours, I was like, yeah, I could go to like 3 rock concerts for this.
Well, I mean, you could get cheap seats for Cat Williams, and that's probably what I should have done. But we sat front row, right? And Marty's never, well, she told me later, she's like, I've never sat front row. I'm like, oh, except for the time we did at J. Moore, huh?
Yeah.
But that was a little different. That was like in a little club in Grand Rapids.
Okay.
It was a little club. You know, you wanted front row. You needed front row because you did not want to be stuck in those little chairs in the middle of just a room where you had to pass like 8 people if you wanted to get out to go pee.
Yeah, that's
front row.
sucks.
And we only had to pay like $20 extra. It's like, okay. It's like we sit front row for those, honey. She's like, yeah, but this was like an actual big show at a big venue. It was at the Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids. And she was pretty pumped about that. Unfortunately, we were right across from the speaker that was responsible for the sound of the entire building. Yeah. And we get up there and he's playing like the DJ Opie Ski or something like that. He was playing like all this like nasty underground rap that I've never heard of. And just the doom, doom, doom. And I'm like, honey, you're about to have a baby. Like, this can't be good for little Parker. And so she looks it up. She's like, yeah, it says it scares him. I'm like, of course it scares him. So we decided to go wait in the lobby. So we did. We just went, and I found the only 2 chairs in there. And like, we just sat there and we waited. And then we went back in as the show was about to start. There was a security guard that was a dick. As we were walking out, he sees us with water bottles. And he's like, hey, close us over. I'm like, Marnie, don't stop. And she did. And he's like, yeah, you got to take those caps off. I was like, what? And Marnie thought he was saying something else. And then Marnie just starts talking about it was nonsense, really, because she's like, what? But if people did, I'm like, what? And he said, no, because people can throw them. I was like, what? I could throw the whole fucking bottle, dude. You know, like, are you kidding me? Like, we're not drunk. We're there early.
Right.
Like, do we look irresponsible? Yeah, well, you got to throw those away. And I'm like, nah. And I was going to make a big scene, but I was like, you know, this probably isn't the play. If you were and I or Mitch, I would have made a scene. Mm-hmm. It would
It would have been epic.
Yeah, it would have been
I'm
going
sure
on.
it would have been.
It for real would have been.
Because all three of us will feed each other to make even a bigger scene.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, dipshit, call your boss over here. And I want him to throw it away for me.
If Justin would have been there,
Or I
it
would've
would
threw
have
it at
already
him.
have been thrown away.
Well, we're not talking about ice.
Oh,
Bottles.
okay.
But that did get brought up in my Mother's Day present, though.
Water.
No, ice. And lemonade.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm going back down to Pine Knob this year.
Uh-oh.
And she's like, she looked at my daughter and says, you better have your own money this year because I'm sure your dad's not buying you a $10 glass of lemonade.
Wow.
Better learn, girl.
Wait till we talk about this on Recovery Dad's podcast.
Yeah, we
should.
Ooh.
You get real into it then.
We can't wait. I can't wait to start that.
No, it's going to be soon. Sooner than you think.
I hope.
Christmas comes around, you're like, wow, that was real soon, Corey. We
Right?
really had us.
Our first episode, we're in ugly sweaters.
We sure were on the edge of our seat for that, especially when you said it's sooner than you think. You really had us buying into that. No, we were going to start a podcast called Recovery Dads, and we're going to talk about dad life and stuff. But back to the little rent-a-cop guy, he had like a little flat top and everything. He was probably about 62, 63. You know, maybe he had just retired from the force or something, and just had that control authority thing he wanted to do. And yeah, but since Marty was with us, just was like, whatever, dude. And then I came back later as we walked in from like the lobby area. I came in and I had some gum and I spit it into the trash that he was right next to. And he thought I was spitting it at him, and then it went in the trash, and he kind of looked down, and I just grinned at him like, yep, I could have hit you with that if I wanted to.
Should have been like, peace out, Paul Blart.
And then I had my other water in my hand with a cap on it. Like, what's up? I was done with the other one anyway.
I feel like there's a joke about busting caps in there, but I just can't find it.
Well, it's there somewhere, Mitchell. So the show starts, and it's still loud as hell. Like, it's overmodulated. It's just, I don't know if Van Andel is just not a place to see a comedy show, or if they're sound. I don't know. It just maybe sitting 2 feet away from the speaker makes it suck. I don't really know.
I think it was probably 2 feet because when you're up in the nosebleeds, seeing Disturbed and falling in reverse, it sounds good.
Well, they bring their own stuff too, I think. But the show starts, I don't know, like 15 minutes late, and then just some opening guy. He was all right. His name was Corey, so I had to give him some props for that. And then some other lady came out. She just shook her booty, and she started singing, but she was like singing to a song that was already recorded. So it was like karaoke, but not. It's like if I were to start playing like a song by Justin Bieber and just start singing along to it and then shaking my ass. That's what it was like.
Wow.
Well, I'd ask you if you need to go back to detox.
I thought she was pregnant. I was like, whoa, was she like out there dancing like that? Is she pregnant? And then she didn't tell any jokes. And then she just like, after 15 minutes, I'm like, please get off the stage. This is hurting my ears. And she got off the stage. And I was like, oh, okay, there's no jokes there. Huh. And then another dude came out and they're like, hey, he's your host. I'm like, oh, he doesn't. Okay. So we do 2 acts and then the host comes out. All right. That's how you do it. Cat Williams show. And Red, he was funny. The host guy, he was in his American Hustle movie, which was funny.
Okay.
And he did a couple minutes, and then they brought out, I don't know, some other person, lady. She was all right. I mean, I've seen better at the Traverse City Comedy Club, honestly. And then Mark Curry came out, the Mr. Cooper guy, hanging with Mr. Cooper. You guys
really?
watch that
No, I
show?
just watched the show.
I didn't.
No,
Never.
I
Not one time.
never did.
Vanessa Williams.
But I don't know if he's sick or if I don't really know what his deal is. But he was all right, you know. Like, and then Monique came out. Do you know who she is?
Is she a singer?
I'm glad you didn't say. Is she a black woman? I don't know. I think she's an actress.
Oh,
She might have been on a show called Monique.
I know there's a Monique singer, actress, some girl. It sounds familiar.
Yeah. I don't know if she was in something or not.
Yeah.
But she came out hating on Oprah, like, oh, Oprah and this and that. And there's a couple different things that I think that they really missed out on the whole Cat Williams tour is they thought people from Michigan give a shit about people from Hollywood. because that's not we don't really give a shit about that. So I think they missed the boat on that because they kept making all these Hollywood jokes, and I'm just like, okay, like nobody gives a shit about people from Hollywood here, man. Like, okay, like go back to your little Hollywood world and go tell your Hollywood jokes. It'd be like us going to California and start talking shit about Ohio people. People would be like, okay, like, yeah, we don't give a shit. Thanks. How about you tell some funny jokes? So that's kind of what she did. I wasn't impressed. And then Cat Williams came out, and he missed the mark huge. Came out. Well, you guys are from Michigan. Mitch, you sort of like football.
Sort of.
In sports, you like basketball. You love it when they throw that third strike and the guy watches it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In basketball.
I think that's hockey.
Yes. Yeah.
So we can really confuse Mitch with this. But you don't know sports. But if you were going to wear one hat from one team, a Michigan team, what team do you think that would be?
I mean, you'd have to pick. You mean just one? I would pick something from Detroit. Like,
Okay.
That's what I would pick.
All right.
So I would go Tigers, Lions, Red Wings, or Pistons.
Okay. In that order?
My personal order, maybe.
If you're like, I'm from California. Actually, I think Cat Williams grew up in Ohio, but I'm from whatever. I live in California now, but I'm going to Michigan. I'm going to pick a sports team's hat to make it look like I'm cool, fit in.
In southern Michigan, probably the Lions.
What's you, Justin? What would you go with?
Either the Lions or the Wings.
That's not what Cat Williams went with. He went with the suck-ass Pistons.
Was it which logo piston hat?
Don't even know, man. The horse one, the new one. Like he just sent someone to the mall to buy it, and he had it on backwards. I'm like, why would he wear a Pistons hat?
Like, I had a Pistons hat because I went to a Pistons game, but that was back towards, like, the end of when they were good.
Yeah, but he didn't go to a Pistons game. They've been done for a month now.
Yeah.
So I just thought, okay, he missed on that. Like, I don't know, just all the stuff he was just missing on. And then it just kind of felt like the energy he gave, just he didn't give a shit. And people would yell things from the crowd, and he'd like kind of respond to it, and then act like he wasn't going to respond to it. And then he'd, well, where was I at? I don't know. Like,
I think it was a little influence.
I don't know. He says he's never done drugs. He said that on the Shay Shay show or whatever it was, the Shannon Sharp show, little podcast. And he's sitting there drinking alcohol, and he's like, I've never done drugs before a day in my life. And he's like, I'm like, well, you're doing a drug right now, you idiot. So I don't know I don't know, man. Just, I'll just start talking shit about everybody, and then everybody will follow me. He didn't talk about any of those beefs or he didn't call nobody out. It was,
really?
Yeah, he just talked about don't be racist, but here's some racist white people jokes, on white people. And I don't know, it was old. It was like he's done that whole set before. He just changed a little bit of it. Like, it wasn't funny at all. And we left a little early because I was like, all right, this really isn't, I'd rather not get stuck in traffic than see this dude up there for one more minute.
Wow.
And that's, when I realized too, there's a huge difference. I've seen Chris Rock live before. My cheeks hurt. Like, when I left there, my cheeks are like, they hurt. I laughed so hard. And Cat Williams, it was like my eardrum hurt a little bit. Like, my cheek did not hurt. I couldn't wait to get out of there. It was real. I don't know. It wasn't fun. And then I'm thinking too, well, I don't follow the news. He was talking about some white dude getting beat up and how it was the greatest thing ever. I didn't see the video. I have no idea what it was. And then like all those other jokes and like I think they made some, what's it called? Ozempic?
Ozempic?
Yeah, they made some jokes about that and how Oprah's on that and how Tyler Perry too and blah, blah, blah. And like there's just a lot of stuff that maybe I wasn't caught up on.
Well, if you listen to my podcast, you caught up on
Maybe
that
his
old
jokes.
Ozempic.
Well, see, I kind of already knew what that was, but like as far as like Oprah on it and then like trying to make fun of her for being on it, like it just.
Well, it's like a new weight loss miracle drug. It was actually.
There's no miracles here, Justin.
It was actually designated to be like a type 2 diabetes medication, and they realized it made people lose weight.
Especially in their face.
Yeah, and it made you not want to eat. You don't even like food, and then even afterward. But to make fun of somebody for being on that, and they're like, "Oh, Hollywood's got a drug problem." And they just missed the mark. I don't think they knew their audience, or maybe I'm just out of the loop now, man. Like,
I think maybe you're just out of the loop a little bit because the new fad is the skinny fad now. Everybody wants to be skinny like it was in the 90s.
I was gonna say that's never been a thing before. It's so strange.
weird. Man, I guess I'm out of the loop.
I want to be chunky. I don't know what about you.
I had some pie for lunch today. Damn it! I didn't know the new fad.
Yeah.
No, but at the video, and then he played this old video of this kid, and you guys might have seen it. This blind kid was playing football, and like they have like heavy metal, like raw. The kid's like running around and can't see nothing. And,
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
and that's old. And like he had that out, like trying to like play it like it was funny. I don't know, like dude, look, when I saw that in 2013, like whoa, okay, that's pretty crazy. But then he starts making fun of him. Like I don't know, it just I've seen better at the Traverse City Comedy Club.
Do you think, because you hear people who talk about bands when they go to see bands, and they're like, well, I really like their music, but they're terrible live. You think he's overproduced like that?
Yeah,
Because
I think he does one good show, puts it on DVD, puts it out, and then people think he's funny. And then when he shows up at his other shows, I don't know if it's half-assing. I don't know. Maybe he's just not funny. And then you start thinking about it. Like, if you watch him on any kind of, like, publicity that he's doing, I'm the greatest, I'm the best, da-da-da-da-da. You can say that all day long, but you're not backing it up. And that's what I felt like he was doing. And then you start really thinking, like, okay, let's compare him to Chris Rock. Chris Rock has starred in many movies. He's carried movies.
Yeah.
Cat Williams is always the
A supporter.
third extra guy that says two funny lines. And he opened with that. Like, he had, like his Friday stuff, movies. So, hey, guys, remember me. This is me in these little small-ass parts. Like, he's never, like, to my knowledge, starred in a movie.
I don't think so. At all.
And maybe my expectations are way too high. Maybe Cat Williams is what Cat Williams is.
well, you're definitely out of touch, like Justin said, because you said something about being put on a DVD. That's old news now. They're almost VHS stage.
That's true.
That is true. Very true. It's like the laser disc stage. Just obsolete.
Yeah.
You even know what a laser disc is, Mitch?
I heard of them, but I honestly have never had one in my hand before.
It was the first movie on like a vinyl. It was almost as big as a vinyl record. And they were movies. They were called Laserdisc movies.
He's too young for that.
Technology's wild. Growing up in Baldwin.
It's kind of like a beta tape.
Baldwin.
You know what a beta tape is?
Beta tape?
Yeah.
Like alpha? Beta? I don't know. Really don't know. Nope.
He's
Anyway.
way out of the loop.
Yep. All the way to the loop. I only know the current technologies.
Special then. Okay, is that it? Special. His comedy special. He does one good one, and then the rest he doesn't give a shit about.
Yeah.
Or, like I said, maybe Cat Williams is what Cat Williams is. You know, maybe he did a good job of promoting it, and there you go.
Well, because I've seen his old, I haven't seen his new special. I've seen 2 or 3 of his old specials.
On DVD.
No, it was always streamed.
Oh,
You know.
Yeah.
But
I think I had a few
They
of
were
them on
funny.
DVD back in the day.
they were funny. But you know, it could just be one of those things where he's funny, like you said, funny once, and then
And like American
Right,
Hustle
no.
was like my first introduction to him, so I thought it was pretty funny. And maybe at the first time you see that, it is. But then, like I said, it's just the same old stuff, and it just fell flat. And then our friend Corey Smoker, she came over and was like, "How was the show?" And I was like, "It sucked. I was pretty disappointed." And she was like, "Yeah, I was going to tell you that." I was like, "What?" She's like, "Well, my husband and I, we went last year, and we felt that same way. You know, it wasn't good." And I was like, "Yep." And she's like, "But I didn't want to ruin your fun because you seem pretty excited about it." Yep, I could have sold those tickets for like $900 a piece. I should have. But Marnie's like,
should've.
"No, it was still a fun experience." And so she had a good time though. But it was like our last little weekend alone getaway thing for 18 years, or maybe
No, not
16.
18 years. Not even 16. I After about 3 years, you'll be able to trust someone to watch Parker for a week.
You lost your mind, Justin Burke. Man.
You wouldn't trust me or Mitch with Parker at 3?
What?
What?
No, he wouldn't. I know that he wouldn't. You were talking the other day about, when you let me babysit Parker, and I was in the kitchen and I about spit my water out. I was like, that ain't gonna happen. I was like, Justin, you want something? You need to go back to detox.
No, I think Pine Rest would be a better fit. A mental evaluation, not detox.
Justin wants to go.
I want a grippy sock tour.
I used to have a couple different pairs, different colors of those.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to D6.
It'll be a few years though,
Yeah.
at least. And so that was our last thing we did before Parker was born. And yeah, it'll be close. We're going to the UFAM Rally, which is coming up.
I was about to say there's one more thing before he's born. Fingers crossed.
That's a work trip. Oh, Justin, didn't you buy me something a couple years ago?
What? A UFAM?
Yeah.
What? A DVD?
Yeah.
Oh, the last MC, because he actually was semi-famous.
So
actually,
he was selling DVDs.
Yeah, he was, and I was like, whatever, I'll spend $10.
$10.
And he gave it to us, and I think I still have them.
I had one, and I said, well, here, you watch this one, I'll watch this one, we'll trade.
And then I said, I don't have a DVD player, Justin.
But you had a PlayStation.
You got this on Laserdisc?
Yeah, it's like, I only got VHS, bro. Nah, yeah, what's his name?
Mike something, wasn't it?
I don't think so. Tyrone was a fan of his, too.
It started with an M.
I don't remember. But he was the MC of the UFAM Rally, and Tyrone was a fan.
Are you going to be selling DVDs?
No.
Oh.
Nope, I got tapes. Cassette tapes.
Cassette.
The old Adam Sandler days.
I remember those. Yeah.
Yeah, let me get that tape.
Rewind the go.
You better find your Octagon pen set where you can rewind it when a tape player eats it.
Oh, yeah. When you're sitting there waiting for your song to come on the radio.
Yeah.
It's been like 20 minutes. I'm just going to play again soon.
I just have to splice them. Because if I said something that was a little suspect and that was my air check that was in there, and I'm like, crap. So I'd go and I'd splice it and cut that part out, and the boss would be like, what the hell did you say right then? I could tell you edited that. And I'm like, no, my tape broke.
I don't know.
Sucker.
How do you splice cassette tapes?
You open it up, and there's like a little machine you could set it on. Then you kind of and then just razor blade and you tape it together. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but you get good at it. It's not bad. You find the part, and then you just rewind just like a little half, and then
Nice.
It's so much harder. It's so much harder than, how I do it in the podcast world. Adobe Audition.
yeah, you kids have it easy nowadays. Had reel to reels. That was just like a big tape.
I remember rewinding the VHSs.
Yeah.
Be kind, rewind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edited
Or
those
otherwise
too.
they'd charge you an extra $1 when you brought it back.
The scam.
It was a scam. When all they had to do was put it in a machine. Biggest scam of all time.
Those
Thanks, Blockbuster.
Teenagers that worked there were never actually doing anything.
Never.
Yeah. Good old days. Weren't so good, were they? See, I'm going to have to tell Parker about all this stuff. And he'll be like, what are you talking about, Dad?
I know I told my kid about how Netflix was originally over the mail, which I guess they still do that.
What?
Really?
Yeah. Somebody was
With
talking,
DVDs?
Yeah, or Blu-rays mostly, but
Oh.
yeah, I think he still get DVDs, and he didn't believe me. He was like, "Yeah, right, whatever." I was like, "No, you would." I can't even remember how we did it. I think it was a website by the time I did it, but at one point, you could like send them a letter, like way back, and say, "I want this one and this one and this one," and they'd send them to you.
I remember Blockbuster. You could take them back to Blockbuster. Or maybe that was Blockbuster had their own.
I think they had their own too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could take it. Yeah, that's what it was. I don't think you could take Netflix ones back to Blockbuster.
No.
Probably not.
No.
But you could take theirs back in and trade it in. And when you traded it in, it like released the next one on your queue. And then,
Yeah, they tried to get Fancy.
And you get a free movie by turning it in, and then they get you with them late fees.
Right.
You got a movie because it's free, you might as well get it, and then you totally forget about it because you never wanted to watch it, and then it's like just over after that.
Got your ass.
Yep.
Cha-ching. Be kind, rewind. Here's a late fee for you. No, but the UFAM rally though, we're pretty. Truthfully, I'm nervous about it because
I am too.
I don't want my child being born at UFAM. I don't.
Explain.
I mean, it would be kind of cool, whatever, but kind of not. You know, I'd rather be home, hospital with a doctor we know.
She goes into labor down there, and you call the doctor up here and be like, "Can you get on a helicopter?"
I'll be there in 3 hours, pick you up. And then we got to book it back. No, it's, I don't know. It is what it is. We'll see. But she's going. She's going. So
She'll be all right.
We'll see. Yeah.
It's 10 days before the due date, anyways.
Yeah. Went to the doctor today.
How'd that go?
It's like, make sure you take this paperwork with you and make sure that whatever way you're going to get there, that you know where the hospitals are at because you get this baby at any time.
Ooh. Did they mention dilation?
Yup.
Ooh.
Had she started dilating?
It's too much info for
I was
this
about
podcast.
to say I wasn't going to ask
Save that for recovery dads.
Yeah, I wasn't going to ask that deep info. I just want to know if there was mention of it.
Well, you didn't have to give a number. It could just been yes or no.
So
it's going to be an interesting couple days.
I know. So I'm going to be, because right now I'm worried. I talked to Ruthie Bolton today, and she's one of the speakers there. And she had a great idea where instead of like she just gets up there and just talks, like actually I grab a chair and we sit down and kind of interview her a little bit.
Yeah.
On stage. And I was like, that's really a great idea actually. And you could really get people involved that way too. You know, like everybody get up here, like let's listen to this. And if you have questions, we'll have Justin grab the mic and run out there and talk to you. I don't know. Or we'll just pass the microphone out. I'm sure it'll work itself out, but I think that's a great way to do it. And she said, yeah, Scott Macy, who's one of the organizers, if not the organizer from United Face Addiction Michigan, he said, well, Corey did a podcast, you know, or does a podcast, so he's familiar with talking with people and this and that, and it might be a good idea, you know, just ask him. So she got with me today, and I talked to her, and she's like running through an airport, and I'm like, are you sure this is a good time? She's like, yeah, you good? Hey, get over here. Wait, hold on. Yep, hold on. Yeah, you good? No, you're good. Hey, it's just, I need to get this over there and this over there. And I'm like, are you sure this is a good time? She's like, yeah, you're good. Just hold on. Hold on. I just got to do this thing. I'm like, but I think your idea is great. And at first I didn't understand what she was talking about. I was like, oh, because I mentioned to him before that I would love to have anybody on the podcast who wants to be on, you know, like promote whatever you want. But so I was telling her, I was like, whoever listens to our podcast, sometimes they listen to it 2 weeks later, you know, like the whole come out tomorrow thing doesn't really work. Even in radio, it doesn't work. You know, if you're listening to the radio, they're like, come out today to Bob's Soup Kitchen. We got free cheese sticks.
There's that one guy that comes to every single one.
And I learned in Arkansas, a lot of people, those food ones will come because they have no food.
Yeah.
And first I was like, what? And the car dealer was like, yeah, that's why we do all this. I was like, get out of here. But it's true. But yeah, you get those one people, but that's it. You know, like the normal average person is not going to stop their day to get cheese fries or even to win a TV or some concert tickets to go see Def Leppard in Detroit. Nope, don't care. If I want to go see Def Leppard in Detroit, I'll buy them. And it's crazy because radio will go to these advertisers, and depending what market you're in, like around here, the market's pretty weak. Mm-hmm. Just saying. And that's not taking shots at anybody. I'm just saying it is what it is. But they'll go to these businesses and say, hey, look, they call them P1s. Our P1, it's like preset one button, like the people who have the preset one. They are 54-year-old males, tons of money. That's who you're trying to sell to, right? Well, we can draw them in. We'll have some Def Leppard tickets. We'll do a ticket stop. We'll be there from 3 to 5 on a Friday, and people come out and sign up. And these people are like, okay, how much? $100. I'm sure it's nothing crazy, something just a little. I'll be like, all right. And you'll have the radio out here. And if you see a station with a big jam box, just laugh. Just kind of go, oh, that's cute.
Oh, there's one around here.
Yeah.
One station.
They got DVDs too that they're passing out probably. But I mean, it's just like, oh my God. Like we had a jam box too back in '96. Like it's just,
they take that thing in the parade in the summertime.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it. It's like everybody loves it.
Nobody loves it, Mitch.
No.
I know.
Nobody.
That's why I'm air quoting. Nobody can see that.
And like we used to have our engineer drag it out there separately to set it up. And then there was an engineer fee they had to pay to have the jam box there. Like nobody gives a shit about that. And when I was in Arkansas at the end there too, we were using iPad. We'd hook our microphone up to it and like blah, 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 hit boom, boom, send, and it would shoot it back to the radio station. We didn't even have to have a board op. Mm-hmm. We just entered our number into the log. It was just all on the computer. Doom, 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 doom. Just put our number in there. And so when we'd send it, it'd just pop in that number. Sound great. It really did sound great.
Wow.
And it was so easy, and I don't know. But yeah, so to like do the whole, hey, we're broadcasting live thing, nobody gives a shit about that.
No.
I don't even know why I'm on this tangent. Oh, yeah, because I was... sorry. Go ahead, Mitch.
I was going to say, I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow night, because we're going to be down there preparing for UFAM.
The crew.
You need to... You can either 217 game us.
Okay.
Or give us actual, real questions for while you're interviewing this woman. Then you plant us in the audience for questions. And then we'll be like, oh. And you'll be like, the
guy in the 217 shirt.
Yeah. You've been by our tent. Listen. I'll bring a different shirt. I'll change into it.
I don't know who that guy is. Oh, yeah, he's been standing at your tent the whole day. Yeah, I know. Tent with 217 recovery all over it. Yep.
And then we won't know what your question is until right then we'll open it and have to read it. And it'll look really stupid if we don't, because all eyes will be on us.
That would be really funny.
It'd be really funny if we baked it into a Ron cookie. You had to pull out your sandwich baggie, get the cookie, break it open, look at it.
Got your ass.
That's too much fun.
So is Ron coming down for you, fam?
No.
Yes.
Whoa, Justin, not a fan. Wow.
No, I'm just joking.
Man, that was tough. No, it's going to be you, Mitchell, Kim, Corey's husband, me and Marnie, and Parker. Maybe Parker will be out. Who knows?
Yep.
But.
And I believe Carrie's coming.
Oh, yeah, Carrie. Sorry. Didn't want to forget that. Sorry. I know. Sorry, man.
It's cool.
Well, I don't like it's your girlfriend or anything.
Got both your asses.
It's complicated, okay?
Yeah, that's what it says on your Facebook. So. Yeah, but we'll have the 217 recovery tent out there. It's not.
I don't know why you need a relationship status.
You can
on
meet
your Facebook.
Mitch. You can meet Justin. You can meet Carrie.
Yeah, I guess you'll be there. It's not complicated.
No.
Okay.
Kim will be there. You can meet Kim. Kim's awesome. Made her shirt today. You guys are gonna be matching.
Yeah, they are.
If you wear your white shirt.
Did you?
You need oxygen over there, Mitch.
I haven't laughed this hard all day.
Well,
did you make her the chicken shirt?
Definitely you didn't go to the Cat Williams show.
No. That was that Facebook thing, man. I can't get over it.
Facebook thing.
Oh, never mind. Don't worry about it. I want to make your evening longer than it needs to be.
Oh, it's...
So the weather tomorrow isn't too bad. 69, but on Thursday when the actual event is 75 degrees.
Sweet.
No, it's gonna be hot.
You're gonna be out there sweating.
Oh,
You got your little hand towel?
no,
You need to get one.
I do. I'm trying to see. It doesn't show me humidity, but I don't know. Most people will be like 75 is nice.
That's hot.
It depends how humid it is. I mean, it could be, if it's not humid, 75 is fine, but
Yeah.
I just see the humidity.
How's the wind?
I don't know, Justin.
Well, there's enough politicians down there. Most of the wind's hot air.
They're going to start calling us the Windy City. Start calling Lansing the Windy City is what they should do. Yeah, it didn't have like clouds blowing away or nothing, so I don't think it'll be too crazy, but yeah. Should be a good day. We're going to have donations things set up to where if you donate 217 Recovery to change Justin's Facebook status, his relationship status,
I just got myself under control, man. Come on.
that we will no, I think there's a little package, like if you donate like $20 or something, you get a sober shirt or something, and then we have like if you donate $30, you get 2.
Oh,
So save yourself a couple bucks.
2 for the price of 1.5.
Buy one for your friend
Nice.
or whatever.
Why you look at me when you say that? Whatever.
It's complicated. Don't worry.
Because I don't want to bring it up again. That's why I'm just saying it like that.
Damn.
I'm gonna look over here.
Should we call this episode "It's Complicated"?
Yeah,
Please.
we should.
She's gonna like see me. She's gonna kick me right in the nuts. Bam.
Can't reach that.
Complicated now, isn't it? No. I'm gonna write a fake note. It'd be from Justin. I was like, "This is basically just the." So that way, that she knows it's
She'll
from
know,
him.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, "And I love you, but I don't ever want to mention it to you ever." I'll send you emojis. Every time I do, it's me telling you that I love you. But since Corey busts my balls all the time.
Does the Han Solo. I
Yeah.
love you. I know.
I told Marnie, "Oh, thanks. That makes me feel great." Or something like that when she told me she loved me the first time. And I was like, "Well, I feel special. Thank you." She just looked at me and I was like, "Well, I didn't want to tell her. I didn't want to say it." And then I goofed up and was like, I'll see you later."
Well, time I was like, I have strong feelings for you too.
That's so cool. Thank you. Thanks. That makes me feel so special. All right. Well, next weekend. All right. See ya. Peace out.
Right? Deuces.
Nah. But at that time of my recovery, though, so like I couldn't. We just throwing it out there, man. I really wanted to make sure that this is the right one. I got to make sure that I'm not rushing things, and you just had to do it. You know, at least I did. Mm-hmm. I was at that point where I was not going to settle again. I was just boom. Even though I did have really, really strong feelings for her, but I was like, let's just see.
I'm at the not rushing things stage. I've done that too many times.
Rushed or
Rushed.
not. Yeah.
Rushed. So
You have to just take it easy, you know?
you'll get there someday, Justin.
It's not a race. Turtle speed.
It's complicated.
Very contemplated.
Very what?
Very contemplated.
Basically, it's the best way
Very,
to
very
put it.
contemplated. It's basically the same thing, you know? My aunt wants you to read Winnie the Pooh, and I don't remember why. I think she just said because she likes your...
My voice?
Yeah.
Really?
So I thought, I was like, you making fun of Justin? She's like, no. I just think it would be awesome to hear him read it.
I could hear Winnie the Pooh from Justin's voice on the podcast. I can.
Maybe we'll have him read Winnie the Pooh live at UFAM. And we can record it. You can like read it to the audience.
He was actually my favorite cartoon character growing up when I was a kid.
You've modeled your whole life after him now?
I sure have.
No, he doesn't model it. He models it.
You guys are a-holes.
You know. And then I tell Justin, don't be picking on people.
I know.
Right.
What's fine? Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm tired of you picking on people, Justin. Not funny.
I wonder where I get it from.
I don't know. figured we'd do a podcast today. I really wanted to recap the Cat Williams show, and maybe I can save somebody some money. Don't go see it. I have no desire to even watch this free show on Netflix. Like I was like I can't watch it, and I'm like, I don't even care. Like that's how hurt I am.
Maybe you'll laugh. Maybe it'll be produced well.
I was live, so I doubt it. Maybe he brought the energy. Maybe all the energy got sucked out on that show.
Maybe.
I don't know.
And so you're comparing your Cat Williams experience like me going to see Stain just sucked.
I mean, he didn't buy a T-shirt though.
No, I didn't.
I didn't buy a T-shirt. My mom bought a T-shirt for all of us.
I got all my Stain T-shirts for free too.
I guess I don't take my mom to concerts.
Yeah.
She'd be going to some country crap. There's one guy she likes. I can't remember his name.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
She probably likes him, but he's like a kid. He's a young guy. I don't remember his name.
Weird.
Colin Trax or something. Sounds like
I don't know.
guy,
I don't
doesn't it?
listen to country really anymore.
Oh, Aaron Lewis.
Yeah, he's country.
Yeah.
Well-
So we're gonna have a great time at UFAM. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm very excited.
fabulous
Looking forward
time.
to it.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good for sure. And make sure you come by, see us. I don't think we have stickers.
No, you didn't order any.
We're gonna have pans.
Yeah, we do have some 217 pens. They're not white though.
No.
Yeah, we're just not giving those away.
Right.
But we do have some 217 stuff for you.
Yeah. Merch.
Yeah.
Swag.
Check out some pictures or whatever else we're doing at the table, but it'll be fun. Definitely come by and see us. And yeah, I'll be emceeing, so I don't know how much I'll be at the booth or the table, but I'm pretty proud of having the tent that we have and the table, and I think we'll be looking really good, man.
You know where everything's at?
That's what tomorrow's for.
Yeah. So this is UFAM prep.
You know how we how we said for so long that we weren't gonna be making T-shirts like the day before.
We were.
We were.
Corey was.
I don't know if I ever said that we're not going to do that.
No, we've said.
No, we
said we
said
would
that.
like
Oh,
not
yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, Justin said that, and I'm like, well, Justin didn't make any shirts.
Well, he never got me a guide, so that way they were even and square on the shirt. Because apparently I just off-center them from one part of
Oh,
the
it's
chest
okay.
or the other. And
We spoke
crooked.
about it quite a bit today.
I'm sure you guys did.
Yeah, I was like, here's where Justin messes up because you put the shirt on there crooked.
We're doing mine. He's like, so you want it on your left side or your right side? Make it look like Justin made it.
And I asked Kim too because I made her one. I was like, do you want this one on your right one or left? She's like, no, in the center. And Mitch said that too. He's like, you just put it in the center. I'm like, yeah, I can do that. It's hard sometimes for people, but
It's more basic that way.
yeah.
I'm going home, going to bed.
All right. Well, I guess we'll have to end the podcast then. Justin's leaving.
I've had enough of this.
All right.
abuse for
Well,
one
you know,
night.
hopefully we'll see you at UFAM tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a special podcast from the hotel with everybody. And
We should.
We should.
We should.
So let's do it. Let's plan on that.
Yeah.
We usually go to dinner. This
Yep.
is your second time, Mitch.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting. Justin, this is your third time.
Third time.
This is my second time at UFAM, my third time at this hotel.
Talk about that on the podcast tomorrow.
But you know, one thing before we get off, I was thinking today on my ride how much we've grown since last year UFAM.
We've lost but not forgot some friends. We've gotten some friends. Lost but not forgotten. We've gained friends and family members, and it's been really good. We've almost lost a few of us a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah. But here we are, and we're going back, and we're actually gaining a new member that'll start in June probably too. So we'll talk about that some other time. But it's pretty exciting stuff for us, and it's cool, man, to be in recovery and to help people, and You know, a gentleman came by today, and Justin, you had picked him up yesterday, and he looked good, man. He had a plan, and he seemed pretty determined about it, you know, and it's good to see those people in that space because he could have been drunk today, you know, but he chose not to, and it's just one day at a time. That's what they say. So, yeah, it's good to see him, and, you know, he thanked us for what we do for him, you know, and I'm like, well, okay, this is what we do, but for him, it meant a lot.
Right. It does mean a lot to these people. Like, there's a lot of people I give rides to, and they're like, you know, I wish I had some money to give you. I'm like, no, we don't do this because of that, you know. It's a bridge that we feel that your insurance company already pays for. Like, just, it's cool. I just appreciate the deep conversations that we have.
Some of them are good, man.
Yeah.
When you're filling that bridge.
Before we get off,
Later.
got a gap in there. Fill that gap, this bridge.
I was gonna let it go. You just wouldn't let it happen.
Well, I tried not to look at you for a couple of seconds because he was being really sincere, and then I looked at you and I was like, okay, this is over.
Wow. I hope you edit
I was
this out.
letting it go.
There's no editing. Just,
Oh, there is.
I was
editing.
letting it go until you looked at me. I was like, okay, yeah, you're getting it too. I was like, I'll keep my mouth shut. I was like, I
sometimes
already
there's bridges we got to fill.
lost it over complicated Facebook. I can't do it again.
I'm done. I'm way too tired.
All right.
I don't know why I thought this would be a great idea with you.
Yeah, you're the one who wanted to do the podcast.
I know.
Your face is being red and you're laughing right now. This has been great. This has been the best part of my day. I'm so happy right now.
Come back and do it again tomorrow with a short little drive to Lansing, hotel, do a nice dinner. You know, it's not like nice dinner like we're like out there and it's like, bring me the steak. You know, not like
Pizza?
that. Yeah, but we do. We have a little get together and pizza and we have a good time.
What if, let's think of this, and it might not everybody might, but what if we did like podcast at the hotel, even like in the lobby? Like they have a nice little spot. Pizza and podcast in the lobby. Think about it.
Or we just do pizza at a restaurant and then podcast in the lobby.
Right. On that short little walk that Corey screamed about the whole time last
There
year.
was no screaming. There was a lot of complaining, but no screaming.
A lot of complaining.
And then when I went back down there recently, I drove over there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, should I walk? I can actually walk better now than I could because of health stuff that was going on. And then I was like, nah.
Drive on over.
I'll drive over there,
All right, Justin, we'll see you walking over there tomorrow. We'll take pictures of you. We should go to whatever restaurant's the furthest away from the hotel is what we should go to. Like, but just walking distance.
Yeah.
See you over there, Justin.
Complex.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then somebody will be like, why is he walking? It's complicated.
You guys are so fucked up.
I don't know if we're the ones.
I know I am.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what he was insinuating. Okay.
All right. Well, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll let Corey smoke around the podcast. Kim will have to join us. Has Kim been on a podcast yet?
She has, but all she's done was laugh.
That's right. Wasn't that with? She was on yours, wasn't she, Mitch?
Ooh.
No.
Well, she was with me, but we were on with a gentleman that you knew. So I don't know if that ever posted or not.
Jeremy?
But no.
The Lab podcast or something like
Austin, Brandon, Alex. I forget his name. Something about Labradors.
that. Yeah.
If he's listening, I'm very sorry that I don't remember.
I knew him.
Yeah.
I
It
know
was
him.
your
I know him
idea.
too.
Yeah.
He
He's in
just
his
started
basement.
his own podcast, and you had him on Discord.
Yep, we did the Discord thing because we're learning how to do it for my podcast, and we had him on there, and then he forgot to record it.
Oh.
Then he had Kim on, and all she did was giggle the whole
Oh,
time.
yeah.
At one point, I was muted. I was like, Kim, you get your shit together. It isn't that big of a deal.
Well, we'll have to get her on, play some 217 games, and we'll put on a whole production for you tomorrow. So if you're just listening to this podcast going, this is a lot of nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But tomorrow's will not be.
It'll be so much more. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you're gonna be lit. You're gonna be like,
So
what
much-
is the recovery about this? Just give it a chance because we're having fun and we're laughing. And there was a point in our lives where we did not laugh at all,
Right.
and we all wanted to die.
Exactly.
Now we just want to
Yep.
die old and happy. Not anytime soon. So
Well, the
I'm good
bowl
with just
ice cream.
happy. I don't really care when it happens.
get Mitch. You gotta get that therapy in for June 1st. He's got to pay $15 for it.
I told her about it.
So you can drop your fees. No, but until tomorrow, have a good one, and hopefully, if you can make it out to the UFAM rally, you can come there. Sorry, shout out to you. 217recovery.com for more info. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Later.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. We hope you come back for our next episode.